Welcome to Sri Lanka, a beautiful teardrop-shaped island just off the coast of India, known for its incredible natural diversity, rich culture, delicious food, and the most welcoming people. With long stretches of golden sand, swaying coconut palms, and some of the most charming beach towns, it's no surprise the South Coast is one of the most visited and talked about regions in the country. So, after months of planning and tons of research, we're finally here to experience it for ourselves. But no one could have prepared us for what's to come. Over the next 9 days, we'll be exploring 4 of the best beach towns along the South Coast, showing you what makes this region so special and why it ended up being one of the most unforgettable places we have visited. From Colombo, it's about a 2 to 3 hour journey down to the south. For ease and more comfort, you can either take a private taxi, or if you're willing to try the local transport, we highly recommend taking a highway bus, which is both super comfortable and affordable. And let's just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful the views are on the drive. So we've just arrived at Matara bus stand. It's quite busy and there's a lot going on, but we're going to jump into a tuk-tuk and head on to the first beach town. And our first stop along Sri Lanka's southern coast is Mirissa, one of the most popular beach towns in the country and a place known for one thing in particular.
Good morning guys! It is currently 6:15 a.m. and we are on our way to Raja and the Whales to do our whale and dolphin watching tour, and we're so excited. Let's go.
This is our boat for the day. This is where a few of the other boats leave. You can see some other tour groups are heading out over there as well. It's like a race to see the whales. So, whale watching tours are one of the most popular things to do in Mirissa, and depending on the time of year, you can see whales, dolphins, and other marine life.
So we're about an hour and a half in, and so far no whales. Honestly, this boat is making me feel sleepy. Everyone around us is looking pretty sleepy. They're like all taking naps. But we're hoping to find a whale soon. We're reaching the area where they saw 2 whales yesterday, so fingers crossed. I see dolphins! I see dolphins! Okay, it is now 12:30. We've been on the boat for 6 hours and we still haven't seen a single whale. 6 hours, guys. Woo, I am feeling very tired, not gonna lie. It's a bit sad that we haven't seen any, but yeah, you know, we're on our way back. Hopefully we see some whales or even some dolphins in the last 20 minutes. I'll take anything at this point. I mean, we've seen a few sea turtles along the way and some flying fish, but unfortunately, no whales today.
It really can take a while to spot a whale, but what we've learned is patience is key.
We finally found a whale! Wow!
Just a heads up, these whale watching tours can last up to 10 hours, but the experience is still amazing getting to see these animals in the wild. And spending the morning out on the water is quite a nice way to start the day, especially if this is your view. But beyond whale watching, there are many other ways to enjoy and take in the natural beauty of Mirissa. One of the most popular spots here is Coconut Tree Hill, a small cliff covered in palm trees overlooking the ocean, one of the prettiest viewpoints to see the sunrise or sunset, and it's only a short walk from Mirissa Beach. And if you keep venturing along the coast, you'll find Secret Beach, another beautiful, more tucked away spot. And with a rock pool and sun lounging area, it's really a lovely place to spend a few hours having lunch at their beachside restaurant or listening to the waves roll onto the shore. Then, one of the most wholesome experiences that we treasure is watching baby turtle hatchlings being released into the ocean. This happens along Mirissa Beach as the evening rolls in, and it's one of those precious and unique experiences that made our visit to Mirissa so very special. but another heads up, it can get very busy.
So if you want to come do this, make sure you come earlier because it gets very busy. That's all the people.
But since Mirissa is a slow-paced town, days spent relaxing on Mirissa Beach are so necessary. If you're looking for fun activities, you can also rent jet skis, take a walk to Parrot Rock, or just enjoy the incredibly warm ocean. And in the evenings, the atmosphere comes alive. The beachside restaurants light up with lanterns and live music. And there are so many delicious food options. So from the natural beauty to the laid-back vibe of Mirissa, it's so worth spending a few days here. And if you want to see more of Mirissa and our time spent here, feel free to check out our previous vlog, where we show you where we stayed, what we did, and our honest first impressions of Sri Lanka. But as for the location of Mirissa, it's a brilliant base which you can explore other nearby towns from.
So getting around in Sri Lanka is actually really easy. There's an app called Pick Me, which is kind of like the local version of Uber or Grab, and you can basically call a tuk-tuk or a car or a motorbike, and it's a lot cheaper than getting a taxi in person or a tuk-tuk in person. And something you should actually know is that they have something here called the mafia, which isn't as scary as it sounds, but basically the local tuk-tuk drivers have like a monopoly, and they all kind of agree together that they are the only ones in the area that can take people on tuk-tuks, and they charge quite a high price, like double, sometimes even triple the price that is on Pick Me. And if any of the Pick Me drivers come in their area, they will threaten them verbally. They'll even maybe like damage their tuk-tuk. So it's quite hectic. If you don't want to get charged ridiculous prices, rather try to get hold of a Pick Me or try to walk everywhere, especially if you're in the south. It's really easy to get around. But yeah, just take note of the mafia. It's real.
And speaking of getting around, one town that is absolutely worth visiting is Weligama. Just a 10-minute drive from Mirissa, this surf town is known for its laid-back vibe and beginner surfer waves.
This place is absolutely pumping with new surfers, and there are so many different surf schools that you can go with. This whole beach is lined with different surf schools, and there's a surf school just behind me busy warming up. I feel like while we're here, we absolutely need to learn to surf and experience the hype of it. The first time I ever learned to surf was actually like 5 years ago, and it was such a fun experience. So no, we're definitely learning to surf today. I'm going with Lucky Surf School because today I feel lucky. It's going to be a good day and we're going to stand up a lot. So it's just me doing it today. Unfortunately, it's not Son's thing. So I'm going to have a one-on-one lesson. So let's get ready, and yeah, it's 75 minutes. So we'll have like a 20-minute briefing on how to get up and all that jazz, and then we'll hit the water.
There are so many surfing companies here, and they're so affordable. It's like between 4,000 to 5,000 Sri Lankan rupee to learn how to surf, which is really, really affordable. And here is a group of some beginner surfers. Well, who knows, maybe they're advanced, but I think they're all learning together.
So we're now going to do some warm-up, and this is my personal instructor.
Actually, I am your warm-up guide.
My warm-up guide,
Yes,
and then
yes.
I will get an instructor.
Instructor, exactly.
There she goes. Woo! Good luck. So I just finished the 75 minutes, and wow, that was so much fun. The people here are so encouraging and friendly and helpful, and the waves aren't as big and scary as I imagined, so it wasn't too difficult, but no, that was lots of fun and way more tiring than I could have imagined. I actually would highly recommend learning to surf in Weligama if you have the chance.
Weligama is such a fun town along the south coast, especially if you're looking to surf for the first time. The town has a really active and energetic feel, but it's still really laid back. And with its long sandy bay and coastline stretching for miles, it's so easy to see why people are drawn here. And while you're in Mirissa, there's one hidden gem that you absolutely have to see, especially if you enjoy swimming with turtles like we do.
We've come to Tangalle Beach to see some turtles, so we'll just take a walk and then we just go off the shore. I think it's around 8 meters deep, and we can see some hard corals, soft corals, hopefully turtles. So we're joining the Tangalle Diving Center because apparently they have guides that know how to find the turtles. Yay! And off they go. So they said they found a turtle and now they're busy chasing it. There he is. Aww, there's two. I'm honestly quite hungry after that surfing, so I'm just gonna sit out and have some lunch and watch her from the distance. The view is absolutely beautiful.
That was absolutely incredible. Hands down the best snorkeling experience of my life, and I've done a lot of snorkeling in my time. There were turtles everywhere, and at first I didn't see any for 10 minutes, so I wasn't hopeful that we were going to see any. And then I felt something knock into me, but like I thought it was a boat, and I got a fright and I looked. It was a turtle literally the size of me. It was so huge. I've never even seen a turtle like that before. It's called a parrot turtle, and it was over 100 years old, my guide instructor said. And it was just absolutely incredible. I swam with turtles for over an hour. They were swimming into me, left, right, and center. There were so many. They were huge. It was just absolutely, the best experience ever. And I got some shells along the way. This apparently is on the turtle sometimes, these kinds of shells, and it fell off. So, yeah.
And if surfing is your thing, another must-visit surf town just 35 kilometers east from Mirissa is Hiriketiya. This little town has a beautiful horseshoe-shaped bay with waves that are perfect for beginner and intermediate surfing. Hiriketiya is unique for its surf and jungle vibes, its laid-back atmosphere, and the cozy cafe culture with restaurants dotted all around town serving the most delicious meals. And for good reason, Hiriketiya is one of the most talked about towns along Sri Lanka's south coast.
Good morning, guys. So it's our first morning in Hiriketiya. We're staying at Surf and Spice, which is a cute little hotel situated like literally between Dickwella Bay and Hiriketiya Bay, two of the main bays in Hiriketiya. We have a super affordable room here at this place. It costs around 74 USD for the room a night, and it includes a breakfast. We're going to be exploring this beautiful town for the next 3 days, and then after that we're heading up the coast again to a town called Tangalle, which is more of a hidden gem. Not many people know about it. And we are super excited for Hiriketiya because this is the place that everyone raves about. So let's fuel up and head straight to the beach. So we haven't yet tucked into our brekkie, but we can see in the distance there are monkeys, and we don't know if they're coming.
There really are monkeys everywhere. So this white creamy stuff here is called curd, and it's a local Sri Lankan dessert or snack, and one of the locals actually recommended it to us yesterday in Mirissa, but we didn't have time to try it, so we're having it now with our breakfast. And it kind of looks like yogurt, but the texture of panna cotta, but it's a little bit grainy. I don't personally like it, if I'm being completely honest with you. So there are two main beaches in Hiriketiya, Hiriketiya Beach and Dickwella Beach. And we've just arrived at Hiriketiya Beach, and wow, it is packed. It is definitely the most popular beach in Hiriketiya. There are surfers everywhere. It's actually perfect if you're a beginner or intermediate surfer because there's surfing schools and the waves are nice and easy, so it's not too difficult to learn how to surf. And Hiriketiya Beach is kind of like on a curve, so it looks a bit like a horseshoe from above, and it's a really beautiful little beach, but I must say it's very crowded. So if you're looking for a more relaxing beach vibe, Dickwella Beach is the way to go. But if you want a vibey beach with cute restaurants, cafes, clothing stores, shopping, maybe even some party vibes, then Hiriketiya Beach is definitely the one. So we're currently taking a walk along Dickwella Beach and it is absolutely huge. It must run for at least 2 kilometers. It has the most beautiful palm trees, coconuts everywhere, golden brown sand. It's just so amazing and peaceful. It's not that busy at all. Compared to Hiriketiya Beach, which is very, very small and crowded, this place is absolutely perfect if you're just coming to relax and swim and tan and have some peace and quiet.
And if you continue walking about 15 minutes past Dickwella Beach, you'll make it to Dickwella Beach.
Which is another quieter and more secluded beach.
And at the end of this beach, there's Turtle Point, where apparently you can snorkel and swim with turtles and you can see them right on the shore. So we're very excited to go do that.
It's time for a snorkel. Let's go find some sea turtles.
You guys, we got so lucky. We're going to watch a turtle hatching this evening. So if you didn't know, a lot of mom turtles lay the eggs on the beach, and sometimes when the eggs are out in the open, they're vulnerable to predators. So what conservation companies are doing in Sri Lanka is they take in the eggs, they surround them by a covering so that predators can't get to them. The turtles are able to hatch in a safe environment, and when they're ready to go to the water, they all are released together and they make their way to the ocean. We just got so lucky. The turtles hatched today and we're about to watch them migrate to the ocean.
So they have created like a little pathway for the baby turtles so that it can be easy for them to get into the ocean. And we have a big audience here to watch. No one's allowed to touch them except for the Turtle Conservation Company.
They're going in together and they will live together.
Well, that was absolutely incredible.
One of the best experiences ever, right?
Wow, that was just so special. And then the most beautiful sunset afterwards. Wow, absolutely perfect.
But no trip to the south coast is complete without visiting the most underrated beach town, Tangalle, which was actually our favorite beach town in the south. It's a very relaxed and scenic town with the most gorgeous beaches lined with lush palm tree jungles and the friendliest, most welcoming people. If anything, this place is a hidden gem.
So we've just arrived in Tangalle, another beautiful beach town about 25 kilometers east of Hiriketiya. And wow, we love it already. We are staying at the most beautiful little homestay. It's called Raven Resort and it's super affordable. They have the most beautiful pool and the room looks really comfortable. And you know, they even treated us to a big breakfast buffet this morning when we arrived. It's included in the price and they gave us everything. Coffee, eggs, fruits, a papaya smoothie, bread, everything you can think of. And it was so delicious. I've noticed that about Sri Lanka though. They really spoil you when it comes to breakfast. Even in Mirissa, our hotel gave us a whole breakfast buffet every single day included in the price. So I must say, so far we've noticed it's very affordable here and they really treat you so well, especially for breakfast. And so we're currently at Silent Beach and it was actually quite a journey to get here. We got a tuk-tuk to take us from our hotel to here, but instead he decided to give us a whole tour of Tangalle on the way.
So this is Tangalle viewpoint. Our tuk-tuk driver just let us stop. It's beautiful. Have
you always lived in Tangalle?
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Thank you.
We're having a little photo shoot. The locals know how to do it. So sweet.
That's so cute.
So after the stop at Tangalle viewpoint, our tuk-tuk driver took us to another popular stop.
This is Memory Tower. Apparently this has beautiful views from the top, so our tuk-tuk driver wants to show us.
This shop is very nice view.
Pretty artworks.
And with all the beautiful artworks, he even explained to us what some of the meanings are.
And up we go again. Surprise! Whoa! The views up here are really, really beautiful. And another photo shoot. So sweet. Getting all the right angles.
And ocean.
Look at the ocean. Hello!
Maybe we can say welcome to Sri Lanka.
Welcome to
Sri Lanka.
And now here we are at Silent Beach.
Tangalle is incredible. So far, I must say we are absolutely obsessed with Tangalle. A lot of travelers just include Tangalle as more of a day trip visit because it is quite close to Hiriketiya, but it's really such a underrated laid-back beach town that is so big it does not feel crowded at all. Even though there are quite a few tourists here, it doesn't feel too much, and the beaches here are absolutely stunning. It feels more like untouched beauty here. Less bars on the beaches, less restaurants. It's a lot of nature around and a few sunbeds here and there, and the people are honestly just the friendliest. We thought that people in Mirissa and Colombo and Hiriketiya were friendly until we came here. So a hot tip, definitely add Tangalle to your trip if you are traveling the south coast. At least give it 2 nights or 3 nights because there's so much to do and see here, and it really is just stunning.
been at the beach for about an hour. It is starting to rain. Ooh, Aaron's gone for a swim. I'm tanning, but yeah, it's definitely raining right now. And I think it's gonna start raining really hard. We might need to get out of the rain. I actually personally love being on the beach while it's raining. I think it's so much fun. But we have our drone with us and I don't really want that to get wet. That would be an absolute catastrophe. So, ish. Yeah. Ooh, it's coming hard. Uh-oh. So we decided to go for a swim in the rain. It was actually so lovely. Luckily, we managed to find a restaurant that was willing to look after our bags for us. And we swam in the ocean and it rained and it was so nice and relaxing. And now the rain is actually gone. So yeah, it's been a beautiful day.
The waves are actually quite scary here. So they come really strong on the beach and the waves crash hard. And then it's a really strong riptide that pulls you out. I got caught in the middle and I did a little bit of a washing machine in the water. I got some up my nose. But otherwise it's great. It's fun body surfing and there's so many people in the water. So after a beautiful day at Silent Beach, we are so hungry. So we're off to dinner now at a very local restaurant to go and have some Sri Lankan curry. And this place was recommended by our homestay. So, yay, let's go. So beautiful. They have restaurants sitting on the beach with some nice fairy lights. And there's the ocean. Hi. Happy Valentine's Day. This restaurant is very cute with all the fairy lights in the trees. Wow, all the flags.
Where's South Africa?
Where is South Africa? Hello.
South Africa.
There's like a 3-story restaurant. Lots of fish. So this is where we're coming for our local dinner. Hello. Aww.
So this place is very local. We are the only people at the restaurant and we noticed they have flags up. They asked where we're from. We said South Africa. There's no South African flag up, but they said they promise when we come back again, they will have the South African flag up. We're the first South African customers they've ever had. So that's really sweet. And they're the loveliest family. It's definitely a family-owned restaurant. They helped us through the whole menu. We asked them about all the different meals. They helped us choose a nice vegetarian curry and rice. And we're going to try, what's it called? Kotu. It's like cut up roti with vegetables. It's a very popular food that they eat here. So the restaurant is called Madala Fishery Village and Restaurant. And they have loads of food. Very affordable too. They have milkshakes, soups, sandwiches, you know, to cater for the Westerners too. They have delicious rotis, fish, chicken. Lots of things, really. Here's the kotu. We got the vegetarian one, and it comes in a big plate like this. So, oh, we're excited.
So we were actually wanting to order 3 dishes, a calamari dish, curry, and the kotu, but they said that it's too much food for us, and that we should rather choose 2 dishes. So we've gone with the kotu and the vegetable curry.
They said we could get the calamari and do a takeaway, but we don't have a fridge at our accommodation, so we can't get a takeaway, unfortunately. But we'll just have to come back again. We also have Monopoly deals.
Aww.
Is that your favorite card game? Yeah. Do you want to play with us? Okay, sure, let's play.
Wow, thank you. Freshly made by this family.
This is papadam.
Papadam,
With rice. It's
rice,
dal curry, okra,
okra,
pumpkin,
pumpkin,
Cabbage flower.
cabbage flower.
cabbage.
Ah,
Wow.
Cabbage flower.
Yeah, thank you.
thank you. It smells delicious.
Yeah.
Thank you. It is big. Okay, let's dig in. We're gonna first try the Sri Lankan curry. This cauliflower one looks quite tasty. I think we should start there. Ooh, It's got lots of spices on it. It looks nice.
Mmm, so tasty.
Wow. Who knew cauliflower could taste that nice? Okay, this pumpkin looks to die for. Let's try. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, now let's try some Sri Lankan kottu.
I've been the most excited about this one. It smells so tasty, okay? That is so good.
Is it spicy?
It's not spicy in like a chili sense, but it has a lot of spices. So it's very flavorful and tasty. A little sore in my throat because I have a sensitive tolerance for spice, but it's absolutely delicious. I would definitely get this again. We have to get this again. before we leave.
Absolutely. So we just finished eating and the family have kindly given us a little dessert. We're just gonna take a family photo with them.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for Mummy there.
Yeah, brushing the hair.
Yes, she's combing her hair, so we just need the right backdrop. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that was the most delicious dinner we've had in a long while. What an amazing experience. That Sri Lankan curry, that kottu, and the family was the best part. They were so sweet and welcoming. They even gave us Sri Lankan fridge magnets as a gift because we were their first South African customers ever.
Oh my goodness.
They promised us next time our flag will be up there.
So precious.
And we took a family photo together. We played Monopoly Deal together. They gave us free dessert, a jelly yogurt thing, and it was so delicious. And we couldn't finish all our kottu, so they wrapped it up nicely. We have a nice takeaway. Oh,
The best evening in Sri Lanka so far.
honestly, my cheeks were actually sore from smiling so much because they were just so sweet.
And my heart is full, not because it's Valentine's Day, but because that family just made it so special.
Yeah, they made Valentine's Day. For real. Now we're gonna head back to our hotel on a nice full tummy and a happy heart.
Well, our trip to the South Coast indeed filled our hearts with so much love and our tummies with so much delicious food. From experiencing the incredible wildlife, nature, and culture in the South Coast, these 4 towns are a must visit for anyone traveling to Sri Lanka. And if you want to join us as we travel further inland to see 2 of arguably the most stunning parts of Sri Lanka, make sure to stay tuned for our next video. Otherwise, we'll see you soon. Bye, besties.